Hey guys, Alex here, otherwise known as Cloudflower Power. Welcome back to another Everdale video where today we are going to be taking a look at events just like this one inside the game. I'm going to go through what level you have to be in your valley to get this, what stuff you have to have unlocked to get these events, and some of the rewards you are going to get for them. So without any further ado, let's roll the intro and jump straight into the video. Alright, so the very first event that we are going to be jumping in to take a look at is going to be this one right here, which is going to be Sheep Escape. Now, you will unlock this in your valley at valley level 2. So you're going to get this first event really quickly. Now, it's a relatively good event. We quite like this one in our valley because what it does, it will give you a boost for your sheep pasture, which is going to be found right here. And it's a really good boost. Basically, you're going to be able to go from 2 hours in your sheep pasture down to 1 hour. So if I was to go in right now, you can see duration. We'll be able to click. It's now going to be 1 hour rather than 2 hours. As you can see, I've already got plenty of wool, so I don't really need to get any more. But it is a great event to have early game because you can produce that wool super quickly. What I tend to do is when this event is on, I will stockpile a couple of villagers through onto that, and it means you're going to get loads of wool, and then you can come in here to the tailor and you can just spam a load of socks. Talking about, let's just do that. Let's just whack on. I can get 6 going on the go. So let's just fire a few socks in there because why not? So that is the first one right there. It's going to be called Sheep Escape, and you are going to be able to get 100% boost on your sheep pasture efficiency. Alright, so the next one we are going to be taking a look at is going to be called Launching Platurtle. I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. Now, unfortunately, I don't have screenshots like you can see this one over here. I've just managed to get as many screenshots as I can, but unfortunately, I've not got screenshots of every single event. So for the ones I have, I will throw them on the screen, but unfortunately, as I said, I'm not going to have screenshots for each one. But this does give you a little bit of a representation of what the tasks are going to look like. So you can see launching a Platurtle here. We're going to have a big turtle. This is usually found towards the top of the valley. You can see up is a big turtle that kind of appears, and you're going to go through a load of different tasks. Again, this is also going to be found at valley level 2, so you're going to get this one nice and early on, and this is a good one just for progressing your valley. You're going to be able to get 500 great library knowledge points from that task once you have completed all of those stages. Alright, so the next one is going to be called Scarecrow Force, and for this one you have to have valley level 2 and you have to have your wheat field unlocked. Now, the wheat field is going to be one of the first things you unlock in your valley, but you do have to have this one unlocked to be able to get those rewards and actually do the event itself. And for the boost, you are going to get an 100% wheat field boost. So very similar to that I just showed you guys for the wool boost. You're going to be able to reduce the time quite significantly here on the wheat field. And that event, again, for you who maybe missed it, was Scarecrow Force. And the next event we're going to be talking about is going to be called Road Working, and this is going to be the first one you get at valley level 3. So once your valley is up to level 3, you will be able to do Road Working. This is only going to give you 400 great library knowledge points, but as I always say, you want to do every single event that comes your way. Genuinely, in my valley, I don't think we've missed a single event because they continue rattling in, and these boosts are fantastic. There's a couple of boosts that we prefer to other ones, but we still do them because it's free real estate. Alright, so the next one we're going to be talking about is called Limp My Ride. Now, in order to unlock this one, you have to have done that previous one. You have to have done and completed road working to have a chance at doing the Limp My Ride one. Also going to be level 3, and that's going to give you 300 great library knowledge points, and those are fantastic. They are going to help you progress nice and quickly through the great libraries. You can see on the top right, that is those points up here. You'll see we've currently got 0 out of 30,000. That's because all of our points are going straight in here to the Builders Guild. You will only ever have additional points up here if you've completely maxed out and you haven't unlocked that next library level. Alright, the next one we're going to be talking about is going to be called the Ancient Runes. Now, this one you might not get right at the very start. You only have to be valley level 3 to unlock this. However, your Grand Monument, which we are taking a look at right here, does have to be level 5. So it has to have gone through quite a bit of progress to get up to level 5 so you can unlock the Ancient Runes. Again, that is going to give you 500 great library knowledge points, which is fantastic. Like I said, the more knowledge you can get into that library, the better. It's going to progress your valley nice and quickly, so definitely worth doing that task. The next one, funnily enough, is going to be the Ancient Runes 2. And for this one, it's basically exactly the same as the previous one. You're going to have completed the Ancient Runes, and you have to make sure your Grand Monument not only is level 5, but it has to go 1 extra, and it has to be level 6. For that one, it's going to give you 1,000 points towards your Great Library. So definitely worth doing the Ancient Runes 2. The next one we're going to be talking about is going to be Stuck in a Jam. Again, only have to have Valley level 3, and you have to unlock your Preservery. It only needs to be level 1, but it does need to be built to get this boost, because the boost is going to be on the Preservery itself. It's going to again be the same as the wheel. It's going to be 100% Preservery efficiency boost, so definitely worth doing that one. The next one we have is Saving Salty Sealife. For this one, I do have a screenshot I managed to find. You're going to see a whale is going to appear up on your screen. You are going to have to be Valley level 3 to unlock this one, and you have to make sure you have that salt field. And for those who don't know, this is the salt field down here. I'm just going to put to the right of this screenshot. That is the salt field. You need to make sure you have that built to level 1. Now, the Saving Salty Sealife is going to give you, fancy that, 100% boost on your salt field. So a lot of these are just going to be a boost on certain things that you do in your valley, but trust me when I say you want to do as many things to boost your speed and progress as you possibly can. The next event we have is going to be called Save the Earpuffs. Now, that is going to give us a 800 Great Library knowledge points, and it's basically you're going to have your cotton field unlocked, because a lot of the tasks you're going to have to do require the cotton. The next event we're going to be talking about is going to be the Great Feast. Now, this is one of my personal favorite tasks in the game. I love getting this one because the boost is amazing. You get 24 hours of no hunger. That means your usual villagers that you have doing pumpkin patches or whatever to get food. Usually I have 2 villagers at all times pretty much working on my pumpkin patches. Those no longer need to do that. So you're going to have 2 villagers or 1 villager, wherever you might be, even more than that, that can go elsewhere and do other tasks. So this is 100% a must-do event. The only thing you need to have is your Preservery. It only needs to be level 1. You have to have that level 1 Preservery, and then you will be able to get this task, or this event, sorry, in your valley. So if you do come across the Great Feast, make sure you and your valley mates are completing it as quickly as you can, so you can get that 24 hours of no hunger, because it's one of my favorites. The next one we're going to be talking about is going to be Shipwreck. Now, you don't need anything in particular for this other than Valley level 4. If you've got Valley level 4, even if you've not unlocked anything, you will be able to do this task. It's going to give you 500 knowledge points towards, again, your Great Library. Alright, so the next one we have is going to be Platurtle Vogue. Now, that is going to be an upgrade from this screenshot we have over here, launching Platurtle. You have to make sure you have completed this event right here in order to get Platurtle Vogue. You're also going to need to have your tailor, which you can see right here, up to level 2. Anything higher than that is fine, but it needs to be a minimum of level 2. That is going to give you a 100% boost on your tailor. We quite like getting that one because we find that our tailor does usually get quite stacked up, so it's just going to progress that speed a little bit quicker. Octopus Riddle is going to be the next one we're talking about, and for this, again, your valley level has to be level 4, and you have to have your Researchers Guild built and level 1. Researchers Guild level 1, and then you will be able to get this event. That is going to give you a bonus 1,300 knowledge points towards your Great Library. The next event we have is going to be involving the bakery, and it's going to be Breadbear is Gone. Now, I've seen quite a few people get this one, but unfortunately, I don't have a screenshot for it. But this is Breadbear is Gone. You have to have Valley level 4 for it. You need to make sure you have your bakery to level 2. You can see ours is level 3, so we're definitely going to be able to get that event. We've had it plenty of times. It's quite good because it's going to give you 100% efficiency on your bakery. So again, you're just going to be able to do things a hell of a lot quicker, and you're going to be able to produce a lot more items from the bakery. The next event we have is going to be called Sweet Tooth, and as you guys can see from this screenshot, it's going to give you a 100% boost on your sugar field. It's going to look something like this over here, and it is a pretty good event. Sugar, I find, does take a little bit of time, so being able to get that 100% efficiency boost on it is definitely going to help you guys out. The next event we have, yes, there's plenty more events to come, is going to be called One Sandy Valley. Now, for this one, you are going to need to have Valley level 4, fancy that, and you're going to need to have your Clay Diggers Guild, which you can see on the screen right now. That is going to need to be a minimum of level 1. That is going to give you 600 points towards your Great Library. For the next event, it is going to be called Fishing Frenzy, and this is the first event you will come across that you need to be Valley level 5 for. So you can see on the top left, we are Valley level 7, so you need to be a minimum of a Valley level 5 in order to unlock this event. You also need to have your fishing hut unlocked, so you are able to do that. Once you have completed this event, it's going to give you 100% efficiency boost on your fishing hut. The next event we have is called Cake Colossus, and it's another boost to our bakery. You need to be Valley level 5 for this one. Your bakery needs to be level 3 to unlock this, so we are just meeting the minimum standards there for that one. And again, it's going to give you 100% efficiency boost to your bakery. The next one we have is going to be called the Unity Quilt, and this is going to boost your cotton field. Again, you need to be Valley level 5. You need to have that cotton field unlocked, and it's going to give you a 100% boost on your gathering in the cotton field. The next two we have are, well, they are fantastic events because they are both going to be giving us 24 hours of no hunger. Now, I previously harked on about how good that is, but trust me when I say these events, you want to make sure you are completing it. So for this one, again, Valley level 5, it's going to be called Food Fight. You need to have your preservery a minimum of level 1 and Valley level 5, and for 24 hours your villagers are not going to consume any soup at all, so that's pretty nice indeed. The next one we have is going to be called Spirit Parade. You need Valley level 5 and nothing else, only Valley level 5, and again you're going to have 24 hours of no hunger. That one, remember, was called Spirit Parade. So the next one we have is going to be another upgrade from one of the previous events. So for this one, it's going to be called Platurtle Coaster, and you are going to need to have completed launching a Platurtle. So remember, there's a couple now that are stacking on top of each other, so you need to make sure you've completed these previous events in order to gain access to the next ones in that level. For this one, you just need to have Valley level 5 and having completed those other events. This is just going to give you 600 points towards your Great Library. The next one we have is going to be called the Cloud Ceremony, and for this one you need to be Valley level 6. Our first event at Valley level 6, you need to have your Indigo field, which you can see on the screen right here. You need to have that unlocked, and if you complete the event, it's going to give you 100% efficiency boost here on your Indigo field. Full of Hot Air, which you can see on the screen right here, is going to give you 1000 Great Library knowledge points, which is awesome. You need to have your tailor up to level 3, and of course you do need to have Valley level 6 in order to unlock this. Alright, the next one is a little bit of a tongue tire. It's called Cloudflower Power. Cloudflower Power. Try saying that 3 times really fast, but you can't do it. Alright, but you need to be Valley level 6 in order to unlock this one. You need to have your potion maker just to a minimum of level 2. Anything over and beyond that, like we have level 3, doesn't matter. You're still going to be able to get that task. It's going to give you 1100 points towards your Great Library. Alright, so the next event we have is going to be here for the dye workshop. Unfortunately, we have actually not built this yet. It's something we are currently, as you can see, working towards. I'm sure we'll get there in the next couple of days. But this event is going to be called Dyeshop Meltdown. You need to have a minimum of Valley level 6, and it's just going to give you 100% boost here on your dye workshop. We have 2 events left, and both of them are going to be involving the toy workshop, something we have not yet unlocked here in our valley, but as you can see, we are very close to unlocking that toy workshop. The first event involving this is going to be called Daisy's Shot Sling. Rather than Slingshot, it's Shot Sling. Fair play. You have to have Valley level 7. That is 7. Had to count my own fingers there. Valley level 7, and you need to have your toy workshop unlocked. That's going to give you a 100% efficiency boost there to your toy workshop. And the very last one we have is going to be called Cleaning Up the Bay. Again, it's going to be involving that toy workshop, but you don't get an efficiency boost. You're instead going to get 500 great library points, and that is going to be mainly involving the toy workshop because you have to have that unlocked. So that does bring me to the end of this video. I know it was a bit here, there, and everywhere. We were just kind of rambling about this, that, and the other thing, but hopefully that did give you guys a little bit more of an insight into what these different events will give you. Like I said, there is a link in the description if you want to check out a list of all of these and the rewards it gives you. Sometimes it's handy just to screenshot that, so if you don't want to refer back to this video, you can go through each one. Remember, this video did have chapters in it. If you want to skip to see what a certain reward is for a certain event, I will leave chapters down in the description so you can find what each one is, if that helps you guys out. But I really do appreciate you guys watching this video. I know it was more an informative video rather than a kind of fun video like I usually do, but we've got some fun stuff in the pipeline. But I really do appreciate you guys watching. If you did enjoy this video and you want to see more Everdale content, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, let me know down in the comments which one of these events is your favorite. I've got loads that I like, but as you guys know, those no hunger events by far are my favorite. But let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.